Do you ever think about what happens to trash before you throw it away?
We are trying to let people know that there are other options, such as recycling, rather than throwing items in the trash that could be recycled, or food waste that could be composted.
My name is Nick Kluge. I am the operations supervisor here at the Como Recycling Facility for the University of Minnesota. We try to recycle what we can out of those jobs, but in the end, if it does need to be disposed of, it'll be taken to a construction debris processing facility, such as Atomic Recycling here in Minneapolis as well. They have some further methods for recycling that type of material. They do what they can, and from them, it will be diverted where they see fit. I don't really enjoy fighting to move recyclables to market, but I'm happy that the university is still able to receive revenue for the recyclables right now. So that's a success for our department, definitely.
My name is Angie Ziobro. So I work with Hennepin County with the Environment and Energy Department. And my job is multifaceted. So I do environmental education, things like give tours or train tour guides, hopefully make them understand the importance of doing things like recycling or donating or buying reused. They're all important things, but there are obviously more steps folks can take. So just having that initial conversation like, oh, you're doing a great job, but let's do more, can be hard. Because it's a way to minimize the extraction of resources. So if, say you're talking about aluminum, you have to take ore out of the earth to make aluminum, right? But if you recycle aluminum, it's already out of the earth. You save energy and you don't have to extract those natural resources anymore. If recycling stopped, we would essentially have to keep extracting those resources. So we would have to cut down trees whenever we wanted paper. We would have to extract ore whenever we wanted more metal. We would have to extract sand and things like that to make glass every single time. And natural resources are not unlimited, right? So eventually we would run out. Before that happened, the environment would not be in very good shape. And that's really what those items like the food waste and the food soil paper, they want to break down. That's why your garbage sometimes smells, right? Because it's starting to break down already. They want to break down with that soil amendment. So why not keep that out of the garbage? Create that soil amendment. We don't have to process it like garbage, and we can grow plants better than ourselves. The facility itself, it processes up to 365,000 tons of garbage per year. It's good to note that that's not all the garbage that's made in the county. The county makes more garbage than that. Reduce our consumption, right? We need to create less garbage to begin with. So that's one of the things we also educate on is how can we do that? What can we change about our day-to-day? Whereas organics or composting is taking food waste or food soiled paper and it's breaking it down into a soil amendment, something that will help plants grow better.
My name is Jake DeWayne. I'm the Director of Organics Development for Specialized Environmental Technologies, the mulch store. We take and process commercially generated food waste and yard waste and turn it into environmentally beneficial compost. The composting benefits us in two different ways. One, we can use the composted material as a soil amendment, which helps filter out pollutants in groundwater. It stabilizes banks for erosion control. It adds nutrients to the soil. And also it acts as a method for waste reduction. So all of that food waste that would have went to a landfill instead comes here where we can turn it into that beneficial compost. We've seen a pretty consistent growth in material, incoming material, as organics recycling grows more popular in the Twin Cities area. So on average, we've been taking in about 20,000 tons per year. That equates to between 300 and 400 tons per week. So the first stage in the composting process is the active composting phase, where we take the blended up material, the yard waste and the ground waste, and we deposit it onto aerated pipes. So that's circulating oxygen into the pile as well as moisture, and it keeps the microorganisms active and cooking that material until it's biologically stable. From there, we screen out over 2-inch material, so anything that's above 2 inches gets screened out into a different pile, and that gets shipped to a landfill. Everything that's under 2 inches, that goes into a different pile called a curing pile. From there, the material stays for another 4 to 6 months before we give it a final screen to 1/2 of an inch minus. Everything under 1/2 of an inch is our final finished compost product that we can put on our lawns and in our gardens.
There are plenty alternatives for trash. It is important for us to move forward and recognize that the alternatives for trash are beneficial to us in the city.